Hello students, today we are starting Social Study History chapter 2nd part 3 of class 7th. Point is Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori. Between the 7th century and 12th century, the Chahmans, later known as Chauhans, later known as Chauhans, were also involved actively in the warfare. They ruled over the region around Delhi and Ajmer to bring new regions under their control. They fought the Chalukyas of Gujarat, the Tomars of Delhi, the Gadhwas of western Uttar Pradesh and the Parmars of Malwa. Prithviraj defeated the Afghan ruler Sultan Muhammad Ghori in 1191. However, a year later in 1192, Ghori defeated Prithviraj. Ghori was a ruler of the Ghori dynasty that ended the rule of the Ghaznavid dynasty. Next point is rise of the medieval Chola dynasty. In the southern part of the Indian subcontinent, the Chola dynasty was one of the three longest ruling dynasties. The other two were the Cheras and Pandyas. The earliest reference to the Cholas occurred in a 3rd century BCE inscription of Emperor Asoka. The Sangam literature describes the rule of the early Cholas, which declined in the 3rd century. Then after a long gap of about 5 centuries, Vijayvalya established the medieval Chola dynasty. The medieval Cholas ruled till the 11th century. When the rule of the later Cholas began, the later Cholas ruled till end of the 13th century. Now we will come to the next point. Magnificent Chola temples and bronze sculptures. Sculptures are the branch of the visual arts that operates in 3 dimensions. It is one of the plastic arts. The magnificent and delicate workmanship of the Chola temple architecture is evident in the big temples of Tanjore and Gangaikonda, Cholapuram. Notable among these temples are Brihadeshwar temple built by Rajaraja I at Tanjore and the Gangaikonda Cholapuram temple built by Rajendra I at Gangaikonda Cholapuram. The Chola period is also known for its splendid temples and bronze sculptures. The art of making bronze sculptures was once such a craft. Bronze sculptures were made of deities, means god and goddess, but sometimes the sculptures of devotees were also made. With the passage of time, settlements grew around the Chola temples. These settlements generally consisted of people who specialized in different vocations and depended on the temples to earn their living. These people included priests, garland makers, cooks, sweepers, musicians, dancers, etc. Therefore, now the temples, apart from being places of worship, also became centers of economic, social, and cultural life. The rulers and other donors gave land to the temples. The produce of the land fulfilled the need of the people who worked at the temple and lived nearby. Today, Chola bronze images are counted among the finest in the world. Now remains points we will study in the next part. Thanks for watching.